Hi and welcome to where my goal is making you the best nail tech that you have ever been and most successful. So today we're going to be talking about prep because without prep there is no enhancement lasting. There is no clientele. There is no building a business. First things first that I will never skip is pushing back the cuticles. Here this client she doesn't really get her nails done, and because of that her cuticles are extremely sticky, which means if I would go in there and just put a flame bit, most likely you're gonna end up making an indent on the nail plate because you need to separate that sticky skin off the nail plate. This is also a really good time to go ahead and see if we have any hangnails, anything that could mess with your enhancement or just their skin as a whole. So this literally takes not even a minute 40 seconds to do. One thing I will never skip is pushing back those cuticles. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and cut down her natural nail length. So this is real simple, real basic. I don't really feel like I have to explain much on this. The only thing would be is to reassure that their hyponychium on the bottom is not extended. A lot of people have that on the pointer fingers. As you can see, she has a lot of just free edge, and you can tell that there is no hyponychium on the bottom, which is that like meaty part that if you cut you will hurt your client. So real simple, real to the point, just cut all the free edge and move on to your next part. So we have pushed back our cuticles, we have cut the excess nail, and now we are getting into our e-file. I am starting off with a flame bit. Very important, you want to notice that the flame bit has a red band. That just basically means that it is soft and it is safe. It's hard to mess up the natural nail plate with this product, but it's still possible. So that's why I think it's very important that we push that cuticle and open the pocket a little bit before we go into this part. And you will see I am going on forward and backwards with this bit depending on what the cuticle needs. And one area did get a little stuck, so as you see with that thumb that's on the top, I will be lifting the skin up because you want to expose again and open that cuticle pocket. So that's what the main thing of this bit is, to open up that separation that we did with the pusher and really remove a little bit, very little bit of cuticle that's on the nail plate, because now we're going to add texture with the sanding band. The thing to note is we're using only the tip of this bit. Literally the very point. At first, you're just like breaking that seal in a sense, and then you'll notice it will allow you to go into the cuticle pocket about 1 centimeter. You don't want to do this too deep because you could essentially hurt your client. And as you gain experience, you'll know more or less what is the safe zone. And some people's cuticle pocket does allow you to go in a little deeper than others, but that comes with experience. Okay, so we have reached the sanding band. Now, the objective of the sanding band is literally to make texture onto the nail plate. Without texture on the nail plate, without removing that shine, your nail will not adhere correctly. If a surface is too, if there's oil, if there's dirt, makeup, anything of that, that's gonna make your product lift, because it can't adhere correctly onto the nail plate. So after you do this, once I'm done with everything, I like to clean. If your client does this and then rubs her fingers through her hair and then there is oil, even though you made that texture and you removed all that shine on the nail plate, there's still oil because she touched something. Important, I like to clean right before I apply any product on the nail plate just to reassure it is free of oils and the texture is there. And you can kind of see exactly where you've gone over already. The right side wall, you're gonna bend their finger, go to the cuticle, to the other side wall, and feather the middle. This part should probably take no longer than 2 minutes. This is the part where people tend to damage nail plates. We want our clients to have healthy nail plates. Because of that, you want to use no pressure. You're not adding additional pressure. That's why we use e-files, so we don't have to wear and tear our hands any more than we do. So this is the last step that I use to prep the natural nail plate. I absolutely love this bit. The tip of it is like a dome, which really helps push the skin up and out to expose the natural nail. And because it's not sharp, you can really press, add very slight pressure, and push that skin up, which is going to expose again more of that natural nail. So I absolutely love this step. I can't skip it. It really makes the cuticle stand out more, and it makes the cuticle cutting so much easier. I promise you, once you add this to your routine, you're not going to want to skip this. And it literally takes 30 seconds because look how quick I'm zooming. So I'm not going to be going over how I cut the cuticles just because I feel like that could be its own video. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe so I can continue, guys. I need some motivation to keep posting. But I will be making another separate video on this for sure. And yeah, these are how the prep came out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave questions on the bottom. What are you stuck on? What can I educate you guys on? I'm here to help and support you.